I've had the privilege of being in and around banking for more than 50 years. Lots of changes during that time. We've gone from ledgers to laptops, typewriters to technology. One thing, however, remains the same. Banking is a people business, and I'll be talking with those people that make banking great here on Jack Rants with Modern Bankers.
Hey, Jack, I don't see you. Let's see if we have a... hopefully Jack will be back in. Hi, welcome to Jack Rants with Bryn. I'm Bryn, and I'm excited to be here today to talk a little bit about my experience at LinkedIn in the last week. And I'm pretty confident that Jack will come back in and have this conversation. But I was really thrilled to be part of Dreamforce in a little bit of a LinkedIn bubble. So I was in San Francisco as a new LinkedIn sales insider. I was asked to talk about some of the new features that are being rolled out in Sales Navigator. Well, we are in a time, very, very important time of AI and sales. And LinkedIn Sales Navigator, while they have some great AI already, they have two new features that are really, really cool. And I'm hoping to talk about it. And Jack is back, which is great.
Hello, Bryn.
Hi. So I was kind of giving a little preview here, but welcome back. And we can start from the top because I was just chatting a little bit.
Well, I wanted to thank you. As I mentioned to you before, and as you know, we've been since August 15th, we've been moving into I'll call it our spring training home while our new home starts to get built. And we've been running back and forth. We made 52 trips with boxes and had movers and so I'm still trying to fighting in the new office and the sound and the internet. So thanks for your indulgence. But I wanted to talk today about an honor that you saw. It's just outstanding. A LinkedIn Sales Insider. About that to every.
Jack, you are in and out, but I think I know what you asked. I have been, in an amazing way, been chosen after some quite a bit of vetting to be a LinkedIn Sales Insider, which is run by the LinkedIn Sales Solution Group. That's the Sales Navigator group, right? Where they're responsible for all Sales Navigator product, everything around it. And Jack, you and I are huge fans of Sales Navigator. And so this is a really wonderful opportunity. I was Dreamforce, which is a whole entire event on its own. And very fortunate to have been brought into the LinkedIn studios to record a little bit about what I think of two of their new AI features that have officially been announced on September 13th and have rolled out to some beta companies, enterprise companies. And I am really very excited about these. The first one is AI for search. So it's called AI Assist. And just like ChatGPT, you would type into LinkedIn the type of prospect that you're looking for. And based on that prompt, right? It's conversational. Based on that prompt, it will create a search for you. And then you can keep refining that search based on conversational. Now, it doesn't necessarily give you a better search than the filters would, but what it does do, which I think is outstanding, is it makes it simple for someone who might be overwhelmed when they come in and they see you open up that big search and where do I begin? So if you were like, I want to talk to chief financial officers in Detroit, manufacturing companies that are between 200 and 1,000 employees. Just you type that in and then say, that have been active on LinkedIn. And then you'll get your search. And the goal really is to make this easier for people. The caution I would have in using just that is there are so many amazing filters that you don't even know to ask for. So I think it's a great way to start. But once you have that search, exploring additional filters like new job, new promotion. I mean, there's mentioned in the news, or even buyer intent, meaning they looked at your company page or they downloaded an ebook from your website. I mean, there's lots of other opportunities inside of that filter. So that said, I do think it will help people that are new to Sales Navigator really embrace that. So I like that, but I love the second one. But I'll let you comment on that, Jack, and then we'll go into number 2.
Well, it sounds like I'm breaking up, but go ahead and talk the account search, because I think that could be one as well.
So it's actually called Account IQ, and it's different than search. It's better than search. So Jack, you and I talk about the incredible importance of social listening, right? We can't just show up and without any preparation, right? So in the past, prior to digital sales and the internet, I mean, we'd really have to do a lot of research. You'd be in local periodicals where you're looking at things and looking at newspapers. And we used to have the Philadelphia Journal, and that was a great place for people to do some research. Now we have Google and Google Alerts. We go to the website, we look at press releases, we look at blog posts, we look at new product mergers and acquisitions. And for some of our bankers that are, especially the commercial bankers that are really going after large opportunities, research could take them 30 minutes, even up to an hour to really find all that content. Well, Sales Navigator just fixed this. One click, and you will get a summary of all the public data that's out there that you could ever Google. And it's absolutely phenomenal. So it will give you a 1-page summary to prepare before a meeting. So I really think that's a game changer. And I'm really excited. So that's called Account IQ. And I just love it. So I can't wait for that.
So again, if I'm breaking up, I'm sorry. How long does it typically take for LinkedIn to go from beta to fully roll something out like this?
Yeah, that's a great question. I believe, and I'm not 100% sure, but I believe this enterprise beta is through February. And then I believe it will start rolling out to Sales Navigator users. So it's very exciting.
Wow. Insider.
Yep. Go ahead, Jack. I'm sorry.
No. Again, my internet is crazy here. back to your honor, there are less than 50 people in this very elite
Yeah.
group. Talk about some of the things that maybe going forward and in conjunction with your insider.
Yeah, so I'm excited about some of the things, some of the opportunities that have opened. First, yeah, there was a first cohort of 21 of the insiders last year. This is the second cohort of 16. So there's a total of 37 globally. I do hope that every year it grows because the collaboration is phenomenal. There were already 3 people in that first 21 that I know well. And one of them, my friend Anita, was there. And so it was really fun to see her and give her a hug. And there were a couple people that are in this new cohort that I just like John Barrows from is just probably one of the greatest voices in sales on LinkedIn, not necessarily about LinkedIn, but about sales. And it was so fun to give him a hug, like to meet him. So I just have to share, like, that's my favorite piece of all of this is to meet the people that I've looked up to for so long. And then a few of them say they look up to me. Like, that was mind blowing, right? You're like, oh my gosh, really? That was kind of fun. Just a little ego for a moment. But what does this look like? So we will participate in letting them know we'll see new features faster and sooner and give our feedback. So that's number one. And I'm very excited about that. Already, I shared a piece of content yesterday about spam, and LinkedIn Sales Solutions commented. So, and there's 500,000 people that follow that. So we will start to get our name out even more globally with some high credibility. So I love that. There are other opportunities. Ultimately, I got to speak with 2 product people, which, by the way, are trying. We gave them just 2 seats to the Modern Banker for a couple of months because they want to see what we're doing, and they want to look at our Sales Navigator training and see how we're training it. So, and they're the people that are building the product. So, like, that's awesome, right? Like, okay, we want to understand. So we were chosen, our content, part of why I got this honor is because we're known for great content around Sales Navigator. And now the people building Sales Navigator want to learn from our. So, hey, if you're the Modern Banker member, you might meet some of them I don't know if they're going to come to coaching, but they're certainly welcome for a few months. So that's kind of cool, right? So they want to learn from us. They want to learn from our members what they like. So we have a voice. And I think that's really cool.
Very cool.
And yeah.
University. There will be thousands of people at Dreamforce. Talk about your experience at the conference.
It's overwhelming. The amount of people is overwhelming. The good news is LinkedIn is literally across the street. So I spend most of my time there. But even I have pictures like from LinkedIn looking down at the masses. I believe there's over 120,000 people there and in 2 blocks. So I absolutely loved my time. I minimally took advantage of the Dreamforce world. And I really enjoyed the peripheral private sessions, happy hours. I got to meet the CEO of Core Bank, which was really cool. Eric McCoy, what a great guy. Like, I got to meet people in these, sessions is the wrong word. Gatherings is probably the right word, right? Where as some of them had some education around it, but most of them were like meet and greet. And so I met some amazing people. I also went to a panel with Gail Moody, who is the head of marketing for LinkedIn Sales Solutions, who is just absolutely brilliant, ran a panel of people, some of the leading female executives at Accenture, at Uber, in a group of like, I don't know, maybe there was 50 of us. And afterwards we had about an hour of like, they're my connections now on LinkedIn. Like, we had real conversations and talked about kind of real challenges and things. It was just really an incredible experience to be part of that world. So.
Some
So Jack, you're breaking up pretty bad. I'm not sure what you just said.
Well, I said we've got a lot of
we may have go ahead.
We've got opportunity, I think, to do some great programs going forward when people can actually hear me. And going forward on these next few weeks to some more specifics around that.
Oh, absolutely. And hopefully we'll get to play around with it a little bit as well. So, but because of our connection, I think we should be wrapping this up a little bit. And as always, we want to thank Rel Pro and Vertical IQ for being our wonderful sponsors. We're looking forward as we run these every Thursday at noon Eastern. So we hope you come back and see us with next week when we're not breaking up. But also, our podcast is now everywhere you could get podcasts. So if you go to Apple or Spotify or wherever you get your podcast, iHeartRadio, look up Jack Rants and subscribe, because it's not just us. It's mostly Jack has interviewed some incredible speakers, absolutely amazing interviews, and they are all on that podcast. So thanks for joining us, and you have a wonderful week.
We are thrilled that you have joined us for Jack Rants with Bryn. We are here live on LinkedIn every Thursday at noon Eastern Time. We'd like to thank our amazing sponsors, Rel Pro and Vertical IQ, two vital platforms that all modern bankers should be leveraging to start more trust-based conversations without being salesy. If you found value in today's program, please subscribe, review, like, comment, and share with your peers. And lastly, be sure to sign up for a free public library at themodernbanker.com/public library. Again, that's themodernbanker.com/public library. Here's to your continued great success.